Captain Mark Phillips is known by many royal watchers as the first husband of Princess Anne, daughter of Queen Elizabeth. Since their divorce in 1992, he's remained in the spotlight for reasons both good and bad. Let's take a look at the untold truth of Mark Phillips. If you've been wondering where the captain in Captain Mark Phillips comes from, you don't have to wonder much longer. While it might be cooler if you were a seafaring man, it turns out that, like many a royal before and after, Phillips earned the rank through his time in the military. Town & Country magazine pointed out that Phillips is hardly the first in his family to be in the military. He reportedly comes from a, quote, long line of military personnel. The publication also noted that Phillips dove into the military as early as he could, enrolling in the Royal Military Academy once he was of age. After graduating from the school, Phillips joined the Royal Dragoon Guards and was eventually named second lieutenant before becoming commander of the Royal Victorian Order. Like his ex-wife, Princess Anne, Mark Phillips has long been a passionate equestrian, both personally and professionally.
Horses have been my hobby for most of my life.
As shared by the official Olympics website, he qualified for the British Olympic team as a reserve in 1968, and in 1970, he was part of the team that won the World Championships in Chicago, Illinois. Phillips made it to the Olympic team for the 1972 Games in Germany, where he won a gold medal, and he returned to earn a silver medal in the 1988 Olympics. Despite that perceived success, Country Life has written that Phillips' two Olympic performances were a bit disappointing, even to the man himself. His medals were both earned through the team competition, and the score Phillips received each time was a discard score, meaning it was one of the lowest scores earned by a team member. Phillips told the publication that when it comes to his Olympics experience, hindsight is 20/20, explaining, "You have to make your own luck. I didn't perform to expectations at championships, and I see that clearly now." Captain Mark Phillips and Princess Anne had a marriage that has been described as troubled. There were rumors throughout their marriage that both had engaged in affairs, particularly Phillips. The Chicago Tribune later reported that Phillips' extramarital partners included a woman from the British News, a PR executive from Canada, and an Indian call girl named Pamela Bordis. Town & Country explained that many believed Phillips and Anne began having troubles after the birth of their only daughter, Zara Tyndall, in 1981. These rumors leapt from a possibility to a reality in 1985 when Phillips fathered a daughter, Felicity, outside of his marriage. A subsequent DNA test confirmed his paternity in 1991. As the Express reported, Princess Anne began divorce proceedings upon learning about the child in 1985. As reported by the Express, Mark Phillips put quite a bit of effort into denying that he was Felicity's father for the first few years of her life. Despite all that outward effort, Phillips was also making regular payments of £6,000, or about $8,100 in today's numbers, to Felicity's mother, Heather Tonkin. In fact, Heather only brought her child's paternity to light in 1991 after Phillips stopped sending the payments on time. The New Zealand art teacher later told the Express that she was also motivated because she wanted Phillips to claim his daughter. She said, "My ambition is to get Mark's public acceptance of her and to be able to enter his name on her birth certificate." While Phillips was finally forced into claiming paternity after that 1991 paternity test, more recent reports indicate he never really made a point of keeping Felicity, now known as Felicity Wade, close in his life. Mark Phillips married his second wife, Sandy Pflueger, in 1997. The two share one daughter, Stephanie Phillips. Gloucester Live noted that Pflueger is also a talented equestrian. She was part of the 1984 Olympic team for the United States, and Hello Magazine shared that Pflueger also coached with Mark. From what it sounds like, Stephanie Phillips is just as fond of horses as the rest of the family. Bristol Live reported that Stephanie was raised near her older brother and sister, Peter Phillips and Zara Tyndall, on the Gatcombe Park compound. The home was originally a wedding gift to Princess Anne and Mark Phillips. Unlike Felicity, Stephanie has consistently remained a part of Mark's life. Good Housekeeping noted that Stephanie served as a flower girl in both Peter Phillips' 2008 wedding and Zara Tyndall's 2011 wedding. This closeness between the three was likely nurtured by the fact that Stephanie grew up only a short distance from her older siblings, according to Tatler. Stephanie is also reportedly close to Phillips and Tyndall's respective children. Peter and his ex-wife Autumn Phillips are mom and dad to Savannah and Isla, and Zara shares Mia and Lena with husband Mike Tyndall. All the children also live on the same estate where Stephanie grew up, according to Gloucester Live. According to Hello Magazine, Phillips divorced Sandy in 2012 in order to be in a relationship with Lauren Hoff, a woman nearly 30 years his junior who is also heavily involved in the equestrian world. The relationship between Hoff and Phillips sparked additional controversy when it was revealed that she began working for him after the two were involved. The fact that Hoff came on board as an assistant coach for the U.S. equestrian team drew some ire from fellow professional equestrians. Mark Phillips stopped working for the United States equestrian team following the 2012 Olympic Games. According to the Daily Mail, he faced encouragement to retire from the role following the news of his infidelity and second divorce. Since then, Phillips has continued to work in the equestrian world, albeit in different roles. Horse Talk NZ shared that Phillips has taken up consulting in a number of ways that pertain to owning and riding horses and designing competitive courses. In August 2021, he explained to Horse and Hound magazine that designing courses isn't quite as easy as one might think. Phillips noted that there are numerous elements to consider, such as giving horses ample time to catch their breath. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about the royal family are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.